7:44 here, the final turn of Game Points. Eric Thomas filling in for Matthew. Steph Mocella here, Moe Khan alongside Dave Simon. It is now time for our top 5 all-time tag teams that we loved as kids. Are you going to play your theme musics for the tag teams that you enjoy, Dave Simon?
Nah.
That would be great.
Well, maybe then.
Fair enough then. Are we going to go around like our number 5s, the number 4s, number 3s?
Let's do it like that.
Very well then.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Oh, boy.
Knowing that Steph Mocella's wrestling following probably stems from like 2004 to 2012, present day.
More like a 96 to 2012.
Not bad. We'll go through your number 5 tag team is who?
All right, I would have to put the APA just because when they were the APA, I just loved their backstage segments and what.
Clarify who was the APA. We need to have the clarification here.
The Acolytes
Seriously?
Protection Agency.
But who was involved in the tag team?
Bradshaw and Farouk. I mean,
There you go. Just making sure.
Their backstage segments were just awesome. When I was a kid, all they're doing is drinking beer, smoking cigars, and beating people at poker and protecting a Kai and Tai, I think, was probably my favorite segment they ever did.
Hey, fair enough. You're number 5, Eric Thomas.
I'm going to go with the Steiner brothers, Scott and Rick.
Which one? Like the WCW days or the WWF days?
I'll go with the WCW. That was around my time range when I was tuning in. So, yeah. I'll go with the World Championship Wrestling Steiner brothers.
Fair enough, then.
The dog-faced gremlin. Gotta love Rick Steiner.
Yes, absolutely.
Jeremy Prophet, my co-host on Wrestling Uncensored, actually wrestled Scott Steiner last night.
Where?
Somewhere in Ontario.
Scott Steiner, wrestling in small town Ontario, I guess?
That's right, against Jeremy Prophet, and I think Prophet beat Scott Steiner last night.
That's a career accomplishment right there.
It's the second time he beat him as well.
How big is Steiner now?
He's still very large.
Yes.
He's a freak.
He is.
He's a big bad booty daddy, as he's also known.
Genetic freak. You're number 5, Dave Simon?
All right, well, I'm the host of the wrestling show here.
Yes.
It's very difficult for me to break down the top 5 of all time. I've got a lot of favorite tag teams. I have a huge list in front of me. So I've got a tie for number 5 with Los Guerreros.
Yes.
Eddie and Chavo. Fantastic. The Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. Lundrick, Brian Kendrick and Paul London, who are fantastic, underrated WWE tag team. And one of my childhood favorites, the Bushwhackers. I love those guys.
Number 5. Okay, fair enough. Then my number 5 is way off the board. I like them because of their gimmick. Well done.
Oh, wow.
Stephen Dunn, Timothy Well. Well done. And the Beverly Brothers. Bo and Blake.
They were excellent.
They were awesome.
Yes.
That's my number 5 tag team of all time. Tied for 5th. Steph Mocella, you're up next for your number 4.
I have to go with Edge and Christian just because, on top of being great wrestlers, I mean, their gimmick and their personalities were just so goofy and so they were just two nerds, basically, like going through the tag team division, but they always seemed to win the big matches. I mean, they won all the TLC matches, and their backstage segments with Mick Foley and Kurt Angle, those were just golden moments from them. And their 5-second poses were also incredible.
Fair enough. Then, Eric Thomas, your number 4 tag team.
My number 4 comes in as the Road Dogg Jesse James, the B.A. Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a solid number 4. I like that one, Eric Thomas.
Excellent tag team. My number 4 is the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Can't really go wrong with the classic, half Canadian tag team. I was going to call them Canadian, but I love those guys. Grew up loving those guys. Bret Hart, you can't argue with the Hitman.
My number 4, going way off the board here, people. This is like way before Steph Mocella here.
Wow.
The Brainbusters.
Oh, excellent tag team.
Tully Blanchard, AA, Arn Anderson, my friend. They were an awesome team to hate as a kid.
That's right. 2 members of the Four Horsemen coming over from the old NWA, going over to the WWF, tag team champions. They were one hell of a tag team.
Hell of a tag team. There.
I like your picks, Moe Khan.
Yeah, that's why I'm the GM over here.
That's right.
All right, you're number 3, Steph Mocella.
Mine was actually Eric's number 4. It is the New Age Outlaws. I mean, that was my generation growing up, and whether they were a heel or a face, I always liked them just because they were so entertaining. Just coming out of their matches, already talking on the mic, Road Dogg was. I just enjoyed every segment they were in.
Fair enough. Then
let's be honest, though, Steph. I think your favorite Billy Gunn tag team was Billy and Chuck.
I was figuring more like Billy and Bart Gunn, the smoking guns, maybe.
Excellent. Haven't seen Bart Gunn since the Brawl for All.
Yeah, that's right. We got knocked out cold.
Yep.
Eric Thomas, you're number 3.
My number 3 comes in as Matt and Jeff Hardy. I love the high flyers. I love when they pulled out the ladders and just getting up on the top rope and jumping all over the place. That was some great entertainment.
Okay, fair enough then. Solid.
I guess you haven't seen Jeff Hardy recently in TNA wrestling doing. Is
he getting crazier? Is it off the wall?
No,
he's toned it down
completely. It's just barely worth watching. Hardy Boys. Where are we at here? Number 3.
Number 3.
My number 3, the Steiner Brothers. I love the Steiner Brothers. I think they're one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Eric Thomas had him in his top 5. I've got them up there at number 3. I thought the Steiners were amazing.
My number 3 is going way off the board here. The Fabulous Rougeau Brothers with Jimmy Hart as their manager.
Beautiful. I thought you were going to say the Fabulous Freebirds. I thought you were going to really go old school.
Yeah, exactly.
Michael Hayes and all that.
Yeah,
wow.
the Doc.
That's my number 2.
I had the Fabulous Rougeau Brothers. The whole gimmick of them being from here, Quebec, loving America and hating on Quebec, having the American flags with them was classic. Ray Rougeau, Jacques Rougeau, a fantastic duo.